Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlow with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A special treat for our viewers tonight. One-time league MVP Shaquille O'Neal is in the house. And with us courtside, Shaq, great to see you.
Kevin, you know I love your voice. That didn't even sound right when you said that. One-time league MVP.
That does not sound right, does it?
It should be 3.
How can that be?
I think because they stole it from me twice and gave it to the great Steve Nash. But anyway, it's good to be here, guys. I just love you guys. I just wanted to say that on national TV.
How about
one-time league MVP.
At the worst, co-MVP.
I mean,
right?
the most dominant player ever with only one MVP.
That makes no sense. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. And the high-powered front court pair is Ingram and Williamson. All out there at Bledsoe. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Heat, out on the perimeter, it's Robinson and Butler. Harkless is out there with Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the 1.
Well, Shaq, you are a blue chipper, but Duncan Robinson, back in high school, figured he'd be lucky to play college basketball. The road less traveled has brought him, though, to the NBA.
Yeah, he went to Phillips Exeter Academy, Williams College, then Michigan, then the G League, and guess what? He's now an NBA starter. All you kids out there, never give up on your dreams.
If you can shoot, you can do it, right?
That's right.
And he can shoot.
He sure can.
Here's Bledsoe, coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. Clock is at 3. Ball from long range.
And when people talk about Zion Williamson and his blend of strength and explosiveness, Shaq, some have drawn parallels to your game.
Well, that's an honor because this kid can overpower you or jump over most defenders. I think he's going to carve his own legacy, but I definitely like the way he plays the game.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And it's Williamson missing. And here are the Heat. Dragic kicks to Butler. First quarter, just over a minute played.
Never easy trying to stop Butler on the drive. The combination of athleticism and speed is remarkable.
Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Williamson right side. And the Pelicans miss again.
Big fella, when you watch the NBA now, there are fewer traditional centers who just pound it inside. But what are your thoughts on how the 5 position, that center position, has evolved?
Well, it's all about, having traditional size. These guys are becoming great shooters. The range, I think that's a great combo to have. Guys like Embiid and Towns, they're the next wave of the 5.
For Miami, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Dragic finds Adebayo. And here is Butler. Adebayo with this screen on Bledsoe. Butler driving in. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And the intelligence of Butler just slicing and dicing the D to pieces in the pick and roll.
Bledsoe outside. Passes it to Ingram. Williamson with this screen for Ingram. And that one is off.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
With an advanced understanding of the game, Butler reads the floor perfectly.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
And a new group in for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Iguodala comes in for Butler. Heroes checked in for Robinson. And it's Avery Bradley in for Goran Dragic. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Redick up top. And he also played really well on that win against the Raptors. Will it go? No good that time. And the Heat going the other way now. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, their defense wasn't exactly solid in that game. So if they could make up for mistakes by causing some turnovers, it might have helped. They didn't even get those.
Now Iguodala after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And since entering the league, Tyler Hero has had higher expectations for himself than anybody else. And with that kind of size as a guard and his shooting ability, he very much will realize it.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Avery Bradley.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And that one misses. So he comes up empty, missing both. And here are the Heat now. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Iguodala. Makes it off the glass.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Redick surveying the D.
That mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And so it's the Miami Heat. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early, so they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're gaining confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And we welcome you back to NBA action, a great tradition, Christmas Day basketball, here on 2K Sports. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
I also like on the offensive end how they're working to get the ball into the paint, into the teeth of the defense. They've created a lot of high percentage shots so far.
So for New Orleans right now, Adebayo's out there on the floor. Redick at the 2, Ingram at the 3, and Zion at the 4. Lonzo Ball out there with Hernan Gomez. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't help with flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report.
He's a seasoned vet. Every team can use a guy like Dragic. You know, someone that brings experience, leadership, and playmaking. Can't forget the playmaking.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Second free throw, no good.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
And last season, the Heat retiring Dwayne Wade's jersey up there in the rafters with your own, big fella. Talk about your experience playing together.
Well, we had a short time together, but I think we had a great, perfect tandem. Flash and the Diesel. You know, the Heat, they've had some greats, but D. Wade probably is the most important player in their history.
Now, here's Dragic. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Harkless with it. Now defended by Williamson. Good D by Williamson. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Bledsoe against Robinson, and he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, Bledsoe and strong finishes just seem to go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Pass to Olynyk. Now here is Robinson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Dragic dishes to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
And Olynyk doing a nice job just keeping the symmetry out there.
Pelicans trail by 14. Here is Bledsoe. Ball, the pass to Williamson. A stupendous finish in traffic.
You're not going to scare Zion off if he's assertive and he's that far inside.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Iguodala comes in for Jimmy Butler. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. The Pelicans also changing it up. Hayes, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Nicolo Melli comes in for Zion Williamson. And it's Josh Hart in for Lonzo Ball. Now, here's Nunn. Harkless with the screen for Iguodala. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And Shaq, a pleasure to have you with us. Great to hear your observation as always. I hope you join us again.
I will. Happy to give them any time. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much.
Man, they really are chomping at the bit to get you back up there.
Yeah, they want you back in the studio.
Nope, I'd rather be here with you guys.
Good. We want you here too. And Brent, a man who never ceases to amaze, Shaquille O'Neal, not only one of the greatest centers in league history, as you well know, but also one of our great personalities on TV covering the NBA on 2K.
Well, never ceasing to amaze is one thing, but the other part, Kevin, is Shaq just flat out always entertains, and it's so great to have him stop by and put his flavor on the game.
Here's Nunn. 46 seconds left in the first half. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by Hart. Pelicans trail by 12. And the pass to Hayes. And Adebayo sends it back.
And Bam with the emphatic block.
Redick against Nunn. The shot and game clock separated by 4.
It's Hero's quickness on defense right now that's helping him to be effective.
And so it's Miami enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
How about this? A major upset brewing. Welcome to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And now back in the fold after his in-game analysis, which can be described only as gripping, the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Wait, before you do that, how'd it go down there, big fella?
You know, it was fine, but nothing could replace being here with you guys. You hear this right here?
Oh, what's that?
That's that money talking.
Oh, you got paid extra?
Yeah, oh, you
Send
know
me
I
down
did.
there.
No,
I'm
I
coming.
did. Don't tell nobody.
Okay.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The guard pair are Dragic and Robinson. Harkless is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Adebayo in at the 5. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
And here are the Pelicans now, following the score by Miami. Ingram kicks to Williamson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ball no good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Butler. To the inside. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist. And Bam Adebayo has a chance to be a very good interior defender. The way he moves his feet, and because he's so physical, he's a presence down there.
Now here's Bledsoe. Down low. Here's Ingram. Here's Adams. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Adams has got his first 2 points. 1:58 left to play in the third. And Brent Story has it in his draft workouts. The Heat ran Adebayo to exhaustion, then put him to the test guarding wing players.
Yeah, they looked at him and said, in effect, you must not know who I am and the kind of work that I've done. He's got that kind of edge, and that's the thing that this Heat culture is always looking for.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. That's good from Harkless. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Hart the pass to Hayes. He kicks to Redick. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. Redick's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now Bradley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot on the wing. Redick with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Hart. He's covered by Iguodala. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Hart.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Shot's good by Hero.
In the flash, Tyler Hero makes his way to the inside. Nice use of his athleticism.
Kicks to Hayes. Dishes it to Redick. Iguodala with the steal. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. And there's the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Iguodala doing a great job of getting into the teeth of the defense and then uses the angles so well.
The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
That free throw, no good.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Butler comes in for Harkless, and it's Kendrick Nunn in for Avery Bradley. And a change for the Pelicans. Melly is checked in for Zion Williamson. And the second free throw, good. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And here's Redick. Six to shoot. No good on that one. And so it's Miami riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for New Orleans right now, at the forward slots, Ingram and Melly. Bledsoe is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Can't get it to fall.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this area at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Here's Bledsoe. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Bledsoe, good job cutting away from the ball and through the defense. Got to keep him in front of you.
Here's Nunn. Now the dish to Dragic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Well, the defense clearly respecting Dragic's ability to shoot the ball, but they have to be aware of how good he is at drawing fouls on those attempts, too.
That free throw missing. Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Here's Dragic. Zion Williamson making his last shot. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 16. And Bledsoe, here we go. Ingram wide open. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Ingram's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And getting more and more consistent, which means more dangerous as Brandon Ingram knocks down 3.
Here's Dragic from outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Dragic has got 4 this quarter.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Miami leading by 16.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Heat.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jimmy Butler.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
The Heat have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Dragic the pass to Hero. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. That one's not going to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And here's Ingram from the arc. But they recover it. Adams, the pass to Bledsoe. Now here's Dragic. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.